Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, welcome back to ChäoS. I apologize that I haven't uploaded in the past couple days. I will probably go and do a separate video in the relatively near future that actually explains the reason. But the gist of it is it had something to do with my external hard drive and then my new internal hard drive for recording. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and actually hop right back into ChäoS. Because I'm pretty sure this is what I'm supposed to be recording for this week. Yeah, let's go and load that. Let me go and start my timer. I'll go with 20 minutes. And like any female, could be finer than Sarah or whatever. I think it's Sarah. I really don't know though. I picked up the figure of her and rubbed it against my cheek. Sarah seemed happy.
おっと時間か。今のところテストに出るからな。ちゃんとノート書いておけよ。今日はここまで。起立。ねえ。
Once the math teacher, what was his name again? Not like it mattered, left the classroom. Today's classes finally reached their end. Everyone chatted about where they were planning to go next, while the students and clubs gathered with their fellow club members and headed off to different rooms. There were also a lot of people preparing to head straight home. As soon as the closing bell rang, I, too, usually got my stuff together for going home. But today I fretted in my seat, making an effort not to meet my classmates' gazes. After this came my promise with Yua. Ordinarily, it'd be ultra exciting to be waiting to head out somewhere with a girl. But right now, I was nothing but melancholy. I couldn't calm down, my stomach ached. It was the first time I'd promised to meet with a girl, so I had no clue how to handle myself. In the first place, was Yua really coming? I started to think that maybe yesterday had been one big prank, and as I waited here, she was watching me from the shadows and giggling. In a certain sense, that might be better than if she really came. In fact, there was no need to wait for her so faithfully. Wouldn't it be fine if I forgot all about her and left? Alrighty, time to go home. Whatever the case, we were in different grades, and if I stood her up today, we'd probably never meet again for the rest of our lives. Decision made. I stood up. I'm trying to escape, but it doesn't help when you decide that you need to start talking to me. Someone pounded me on the back. I didn't have to see his face to know who it was. Misumi was the only person in the class curious enough to call out to me.
お前帰らないのか？いつもならチャイムが鳴ると同時に消えるのによ。俺密かに匠の音速チョッキって名付けてたんだぜ。
Well, you're gonna have to come up with a new name to refer to it secretly by, because it is no longer a secret name.
もう帰るよ。
誰か待ってるとか。
え？
How'd he know? Yes, good question. How did he know? He probably doesn't know. He's just throwing out random things and judging your reaction to what he says.
なんだよ、図星かよ。
どうして？
なんだかやけにそわそわしてたからな。教室の入り口をさっきから何度も気にしてるし。
He's sharp. But it'd be better not to say anything careless here. You mustn't forget Takumi. At this school, you've got to stand out as little as possible. You got to be like air.
別に誰も待ってないよ。
そうか？だったら今の間はなんだよ。
それは。
Shit. Misumi wasn't a bad guy, but he could really get obnoxious at times like this. Learn to read between the lines. I twitched. Looking gingerly in the direction Yua's voice had come from, I saw her standing timidly at the entrance to her classroom. What a mess. It was Misumi's fault that I'd lost my chance to escape.
おい、なんだりゃ、どういうことだ？
Unusually for him, Misumi seemed shaken. Throwing an arm around my shoulder, he looked at me steadily.
おい、タク、どういうことか説明しろよ。お前の彼女か？
違うよ。
I had told Misumi a million times that I had no interest in the third dimension.
だったら何なんだよ。言っとくが、タクの姉ちゃんとかそういうオチは期待してねえからな。引きこもりのくせに何をどうやったらあんないい女と知り合えるんだ。
昨日急に付きまとわれて。
そりゃつまりあれか、逆難されたってことか。え、この。
He grabbed me by the jaw until I started to wobble. With that, Misumi finally released me.
そうか、世の中には物好きってのもいるんだな。けどタクがまともな性癖を持ってたみたいで少し安心したぜ。
性癖って、それに彼女とは別に何も。
そうかそうか、頑張れよタク。
Misumi wasn't listening to me. Getting single-handedly worked up about it, he thumped me on the back even more fiercely than before. He was definitely teasing me.
安心しろって、お前の女を寝取ったりしねえから。
だからそういう関係じゃ。
ほらさっさと行けよ。彼女お待ちかねみたいだぜ。
As Misumi drove me away, I stumbled up to Yua. In the end, I hadn't been able to run away.
迎えに来たの迷惑でした？
いや。
It caused me tons of trouble. When I took a look back at Misumi, he grinned and stuck his middle finger up at me. I had a hard time telling whether he was picking a fight with me or trying to encourage me. It'd be aggravating to keep dealing with him. I'd better get out of school post-haste.
すいません、昨日会ったばかりなのにこんなお願いをしてしまって。
いや。
So nervous. Yes, we can tell. Going back from school together, or going home from school together with a 3D girl, why, that almost made it seem like I had a life. I thought that kind of thing belonged in a world with no relation to me. I'd never have dreamed of being able to experience it. But at the moment, I was coming under silent pressure from Yua. How could I be so nervous when all we were doing was walking side by side? And I had no clue as to Yua's true identity or her goal. What could she expect from a creepy otaku like me?
おとといの。はい。
いや。
You startled him. Since she'd started talking so suddenly, surprise had caused my voice to come out weirdly. It seemed that Yua was nervous as well. Her expression was strained. It made her seem rather innocent for an older girl. She might be unexpectedly moe. That said, though, it was all I could do, just to glance at her out of the corners of my eyes. Looking at her straight on shouldn't have been a big deal, but sheer embarrassment made it impossible for me.
おとといのブラチュ見ましたよね。
うん。
私、一箇所だけいまいちよくわからないところがあったんですけど、すすぶくんがセイラちゃんのピンチに駆けつけてきて助けてくれますよね。でもどうしてすすむくんはセイラちゃんが危ないって分かったのかなって。
あれは先週の回に伏線があったんだ。セイラの携帯が鳴ってるシーンが一瞬だけ挿入されてて、着信表示で進むの名前が出てる。
そういえばそんなシーンありましたね。
山田はそういう細かい伏線をあちこちに貼るのが好きなんだ。キンゴルでも似たようなことをやってた。
山拓キンゴル。
山拓っていうのはブラチューの監督の愛称で、山拓がブラチューの前に監督やってたアニメがキンゴル。
Oh.
へえ、じゃあ山拓さんって有名な監督さんなんですね。
まあ僕は好きな方かな。なんでかっていうと、
Yes, why exactly do you like his stuff? Really? As I lectured you on this and that about anime, we arrived in front of Animeite. I guess that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Wow, we'd gone there way faster than I thought. I'd gotten so into it that I'd talked way too much. It was because Yua was good at listening. She heard me out with true interest while I showed off my knowledge in all kinds of areas. That was why, even though I was aware it had to be a trap, I found myself wanting to tell her everything I knew. I was supposed to be bad at talking. This was a first for me. I could converse with her almost as if I were chatting online. And what a strange sensation.
なんだかドキドキしてきました。
Why exactly?
先に帰ったりしないでくださいね。
うん。
Her demeanor growing increasingly nervous, you asked one of the clerks about pre-ordering the post-awakened version of Sarah. I simply watched from beside her. I'd been casing the place for a chance to escape, but Yua kept throwing anxious looks at me, so I couldn't move an inch. Afterward, at Yua's request, we looked around the rest of the store. An overjoyed Yua told me, no matter how much money I brought here, I'd want to buy more, but I didn't have the energy to smile back at her. Apparently, Yua took the train to and from school. As a result, I had to accompany her to Shinsen train station. She seemed gentle and timid, but she was actually pretty stubborn. She'd coach her demands in such a way that they didn't seem at all demanding or selfish. That was dark of her, man. Yua had to be one of those dark characters.
西条くんって携帯は持ってないんですか？
Yua abruptly asked me right as we arrived at the station. A cell phone, huh? I feebly shook my head.
持ってないんですか。それじゃ連絡が取れないですね。
連絡？
What did she plan to accomplish by contacting me? Surely she didn't intend to make me email her over every little thing.
でも西条くんパソコン持ってましたよね。
Don't assume that just because he has a computer, he has an email. Although he does, more than likely. But nonetheless, don't assume that just because he has a computer, he has an email.
私も持ってるからメールアドレスを交換しませんか？
どうして？
そのフィギュアの発売日に取りに行かなくちゃいけませんよね。その時にまた一緒に。まだ一人でアニメ8に行く勇気はないから。
How skillfully done.
それに
This girl was ingenious.
私西条くんと
Even though I understood that, I couldn't refuse her. I'd feel bad if I turned her down.
もっと
The third dimension was truly terrifying.
仲良くなりたいから。
Was it because I wasn't used to talking to people? Or because her conversational skills were just that good? Whatever the case, it didn't seem like Yua would be ready to return until I gave her my email address, yet she anxiously looked up at me through her glasses. For some reason, it stole away my will to resist. Despite the fact that goosebumps covered my whole body and chills were running down my spine, I could neither run away nor reject her. There was something bizarre about Yua. This atmosphere wasn't normal. I couldn't clearly explain why it wasn't. in normal words. But in any case, it was abnormal. Before I realized it, I'd written my email address on a scrap of notebook paper and handed it over to Yua. After happily accepting it, Yua nodded to me and disappeared into the station. I stood there, dazed for a full 10 minutes, feeling as though my soul had been sucked out of me. What do you think of a girl like that? I have no idea what to do anymore. She's definitely got some kind of ulterior motive. It's all I can come up with. Hey, you listening, Grim? Oh, what is the name of this eroge? That night, as we chatted, I tried Grim's advice on what to do about Yua. I didn't think anything would come out of it if I went around suspecting everyone and everything all on my own. But there was his answer. To be fair, I'd had the exact same reaction the first time I spoke with Yua. I was an idiot for asking you. Wait, LOL, you're serious? Man, you've got flags standing up all over the place. When you do things, you sure get them done right. Ha ha ha. Dude, who was it who said he wasn't interested in the third dimension? Look, it's not that kind of relationship. Grim reacted the same way as Masumi. What if, contrary to all expectations, they were the same person? Well, guys like you with no romantic experience have a tendency to graduate from being otaku the second they get a woman. It's common sense that your girlfriend wouldn't want you fapping to school swimsuits. What's wrong with fapping to school swimsuits? You're hopeless. Better do something about that quick. Oh? I could hear Sayra's voice. I changed my settings so that she'd say the same line whenever I got a new email. When I casually checked my email client, the field for the sender's name said Kosunoki, I guess. Yua.
うわ、早速来た。
Got an email. Just now. Here it comes. An email from a 3D girl. I had never received one before. I took a gulp and opened it. The contents were completely infused with her neatness and good breeding. However, she also used emoticons to create a sense of friendliness. Let's see. Well, we can at least read the entire thing, actually, rather than having it cut off at some point. So, good evening. Good evening. This is Kusunoki. I decided to send you an email right away. I'd be delighted if you would save my email address. Thank you so much for coming with me today. I'm sorry, but I had a lot of fun. It was my first time going to a store like that. It might also have been because you were with me, LOL. When are you coming to school tomorrow? When are you coming to school tomorrow? Well, maybe he's not going to school at all tomorrow. You gotta remember, he has his own little schedule that he uses. If you were to ask why I want to know such a thing, well, I'd like to greet you in the morning. It'd be nice if we bumped into each other in the morning. In any case, I'll email you again later. Good night. But with parts like because you were there with me and I'd like to greet you in the morning, you could also interpret it as being part of some scheme of hers. Post it. It's normal stuff, man. Just saying hello. Come on, just post it. Post it. Grim was being so obnoxious about that I decided to just throw the whole thing up there, although I made sure to remove our personal information first, of course. Oh, come on. Ho ho! Man, what a lovey-dovey mail. You ought to just go off and die. Come on, think about it seriously. It's gotta be some kind of trap. Yeah, conspiracy, conspiracy, conspiracy. Aren't you overthinking things? To me, it just looks like you've set off her flag. Only a little longer till you reach her good end. But that's impossible. A gross otaku like me and a real live girl who's that cute would never get together. LOL, now you're just praising your honey. Answer seriously once in a while. Yeah, that's why I'm saying you're overthinking things. You have the same interests and stuff, don't you? Nowadays, it'll be hard for you to find another nice, healthy girl like her. I knew that much already, but she was such a good girl that it was actually kind of disagreeable. Well, the whole stalker act she started out with might have been overdoing it, but she likes you enough to be driven by that kind of impulse. She likes anime, right? She's an impossibly ideal girlfriend for an otaku, at any rate. Go on and make her adapt to your tastes. That might not be so bad. And my timer just went off, so let's see if we can get through this little segment here, and then I'll cut the video. No. That was exactly what she wanted me to think. Be happy you got reverse picked up, huh? I'm not interested in the third dimension, but really, you want to go out with her so badly you can't help it, right? If you want to get out of your otaku cocoon, now's your chance. Make no mistake, you won't get this kind of chance again. Congrats on your newfound popularity. Instead of freaking out, go on the attack. Just act like Nightheart, except in real life. All lights green ahead. If I could do that, it wouldn't be such a struggle. And there was something I learned from talking to you yesterday and the day before yesterday. It was enjoyable, that it made me happy, but more so than that, it wore me out, and it was a huge bother. Rather than continuing to be forced to go through all that, I might as well stick to the 2D worlds where I can live however I wanted. Which was why I didn't send a reply to you as mail. And there we go. That is going to actually be that. As I said, I was going to, since my timer just went off, I was going to just go through that little segment. But nonetheless, since that is that, as always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye and farewell.